Everyone, Medyhne here at Arise Humanity on YouTube and Soul Family on Rumble. Hope you're doing really well out there. First of all, I'd like to just make a few announcements. I have a wonderful guest being interviewed coming in a few days. I think I'll be posting it on Saturday coming, but it's an interview with a wonderful man from the Netherlands called Colin Enrico, and he not only is a marvelous reggae singer and performer, but he has multiple other talents, and he is primarily what draws me to his work is he has the most incredible posts that are full of positivity, truth, upliftment, and they're just really, really inspiring. So I wanted to bring his positivity to my channel and let him share some of his amazing affirmations and writings with us. So that will be really, really beautiful coming up. Also, I would like to share that I currently have my second print run of greeting cards available. The first print run was sold out really quickly. It will be available to be sent out on I think the 16th of July coming. So for anyone to put in an order now, you probably want to get in quite quickly. I've had some orders already and they might go quite fast this second print run. I'm just trying to estimate, how many I'll need for what's required, but I already have had a few orders and I'm really thrilled that people have responded so well to my cards. So thank you so much. And there's a choice of 10 different designs, and they're for every occasion. They're blank inside and they come with envelopes, and I can send them anywhere in the world too. So here's a shot of what they look like. And I've had some beautiful feedback from people saying that they really love them. Here's a couple of comments as well from people. That have enjoyed these already. And also 10% of the proceeds for these cards that are ordered will go to feeding the homeless in my area here. There is an incredible local guy that buys and cooks food for the homeless, and he says it costs him $1,250 approximately every week to feed 120 homeless people, and he gets it from funding, private funding, from people, donations. He doesn't get any funding from the government here. So, I'd love to be able to contribute to that through my cards. Also, if there's any shops or places, galleries or places that would want to stock my cards, please contact me as well. I'd love to get them out there in a bigger way as well. So my other news that I want to share is that we have an upcoming water workshop coming up with Dr. Alex LING, and he is very excited to say that he has invited a Apache chief, a shaman, to be part of this next water workshop. The first water workshop was very successful. We had beautiful feedback from so many people saying that they loved it. One of the things that Dr. Alex LING explained to us was how to really put life force as particular things that you can do to structure water and put life force into it. And so it was really empowering information. And this next one, I'm sure we'll be building on that as well. And you'll receive a certificate as an honorary water ambassador as well. All the participants will be receiving that. So that's exciting. You can also purchase the first workshop for $88 Australian in the link below if you want to get the information from that first workshop before you do the second workshop, although you can do the second workshop with the amazing shaman who's coming. The previous workshop had two other shaman, South American shaman, that were part of it, which was special. So we always try to include some guest speakers that have great, wisdom and knowledge to share, as well as the amazing Dr. Alex Ling. So, what other news? I am still doing commissions. If anyone's wanting to get a commission, a painting for themselves or for their home or for their business, please contact me. I'm doing some commissions at the moment, and I've just done a book commission, which is exciting. So I'm waiting to hear more on that. I'm in negotiations to do another book cover. So I'd love to be able to be selected for that. So I'll see how that goes. And also, if someone's out there and has something important that they want to share with the world, please contact me, because, I do interviews with people that are making a difference in the world, and there might be something special that I can chat to you about that you can share with the world. So if that's you, please contact me regarding that as well. Oh, I just did another painting of Theo the turtle, and it's on my website on the artworks page. And now I've got a new section for each painting that I've done like a story to go with it, and the stories are uplifting there. I've got really positive messages about the world, about how to help the world, about constructive things to share that are going to be great for children to read as well as adults. So if you'd like to read some lovely stories, go to my website as well, and you can read them there. So today, what I wanted to really talk about was that there is a lot of information online at the moment that is leading up to the 15th of July. Many of you have probably seen these stories, but I just want to reiterate what people have been speaking about. So in terms of the 15th of July, that would be referring to the Northern Hemisphere. However, in Australia here, that would be the 16th of July that they would be potentially referring to, or it could be around that date or after that date. So what people have been talking about is a potential event that is a false, one of those wavy things, I can't say the words, a false wavy thing. And the discussion has been that through various sources of information, such as remote viewing with Dick Allegra and his international remote viewing group, also with the algorithms that are based on linguistics. They're based on the collective language of humanity to receive information about what's happening at different key points on the timelines. And that is coming through via Cliff High. And the interesting thing that is through this analysis of the linguistic programming that has been done, he's been able to pinpoint key events that have happened and obviously, been verifiable at the time that he's predicted them. So the current prediction or prophecy, which, may or may not happen, disclaimer that we don't know for sure, but it could be a card that is a last ditch attempt by the dark. And some people say it is the final attempt by the dark to stage something big to counteract the liberation of humanity and the victory of the light. So the event that has been discussed as being a potential on the 15th of July in the Northern Hemisphere is what's called the Project Blue, BEAM, which is a engineered or manipulated holographic event of potentially aliens, ETs coming down, and it's all sort of being coordinated, and then there'll be people viewing it, and there'll be videos of it, and there'll be cameras. So it will be something that can't be refuted because so many people will be filming it and seeing it. And then, this will be something that is in the playbook of the cabal so that they can engender a certain response in the people watching, such as fear or, whatever they're wanting to create. I don't want to give this energy to help create it, but I just do think it's really important for people to know about this and to hear it, because you don't want to give it energy. It's not real. And they say best to just sort of go indoors at that time and make sure that you're stocked up with all your food and everything for a period of time in case all this sort of thing kicks in. So good to be aware of that. I actually was quite brave because the last thing I wanted to do really was tell my dad, who's 94, he turned 94 on Tuesday, which is amazing. Happy birthday to my dad. But he is obviously not into any of this stuff at all, different generation. He was an accountant, enough said. And you're not into any of this, doesn't get it at all. But I thought, look, I'll just give him the information. He can do with it what he will. And so I shared, I was really brave. I shared it with him this morning, which is really not easy to do. And, he listened. So if it does happen, at least forewarned is forearmed. But I said, it could happen, it may not happen. There's different perspectives on this, but, there was a lot of global remote viewers that have mentioned it. And then you've got the Cliff High information. And, there's also posts on Telegram saying that this is, I think Alex Collier, Val Thor, Commander Val Thor also mentioned that this is potentially coming up. So there's a lot of information saying that this is something that could be coming up shortly. So be aware of it. Don't buy into it. Maybe tell people, I don't know, if you can prior, just so that people have an awareness. I think enough of the people now are aware and awake to hopefully not on a mass scale buy into this, but who knows? There are other factors involved with this I probably won't go into, such as, frequency, potential WEA PONs that could align with the timing of it. And I think it was the remote viewers that talked about the nervous system, and it's somehow triggering something in the body, in the nervous system, this event that is then somehow the dark would be working with that in some way. But, again, I don't want to give this energy, but I'm just making people aware of what is being talked about. So I always think it's good to have the information, and whether you think it's a possibility. I know it seems, the whole thing, of course, seems ridiculous, but, so did the whole 9/2 1s thing when that happened. So, you just don't know what they're capable of at this point, because, a desperate animal who's caged and being, taken down is going to be doing potentially ridiculous things. So, because they're desperate. So, interesting times. And we're also, of course, hearing that the whole new system is being set up underneath as we speak, the financial system. We can see with all the things that are happening with the BRICS and the evolution of people moving away from the US dollar and the fiat currency, that there is huge shifting happening. And that's really, really exciting. So, all these things they do say are perfectly divinely timed to coincide and work together to help, support the liberation of humanity. And hopefully, we're getting closer and closer to the end goal, which is going to be big celebrations. I actually, funnily enough, I did a painting that when I was thinking of the celebrations and the partying that would happen at that time, here's the painting that I did that shows the energy of that. I called it fireworks, and it's the energy of that celebration, that partying. People interested, you can focus, if you wanted to buy the print and have it on your wall, you can focus on that. And actually, when you focus on that energy of that painting, it can draw that through the timeline into the now moment. So you're focusing on the excitement and the happiness and the joy of that moment of celebration. And that focus can bring the timeline closer, apparently. So, that is exciting. So I think that's the major message that I wanted to share with you today, just to make sure everyone's heard about this. And I am going to be also doing an upcoming interview with Pablo, who is a really aware tattoo artist who tells people about all the important aspects of tattoos and how to be incredibly mindful that when you are getting a tattoo, there's a lot of aspects involved that are going to really impact your energy in a big way. So very important to be highly aware when you're getting a tattoo, what the impact of that will be. And so that's an interview that's coming up because he's wanting to set up a tattoo school with all these aspects in mind, which I think is a fantastic idea. So I'm going to be interviewing him about that and about this, his projections for his tattoo school, what's going to be happening with that. And that will be a great interview too, bringing awareness to things that perhaps people don't really realize how important it is to pick the right tattoo, have the right ink, put it in the right part of the body, all the different aspects that are so important. So lots of great things coming up. Please share my channel. It is suppressed, so the algorithms do go down sometimes, which is disappointing. So I'd love people to share the channel and sort of spread it so that people can get these messages. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video, which will be the interview with Colin Enrico. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Bye.